Good evening, my good people. Welcome to the Wednesday version. I'm Wednesday. My brain is gone. Friday version of the Blitz pickup. I want to start this off and say that Shadura is not that good. I don't care if he threw a touchdown. I see y'all hanging on every throw, but yeah. But listen, we got as y'all can see, it's me. I'm not the reason we late. I just want to say that since I'm opening up the show, it's not my fault. I seen I see the comments already. Yes, it wasn't a Tyler Hero shirt. It was the Miami Heat hat I was looking for. That's why we running late. But listen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into Mike McDaniel and his interview. We're gonna talk about this. Did he just confirm that Tyreek and Tua still have to repair their relationship? Also, joint practices. We got to see what's going on. It don't look too good for majority of the team. Heard the defense did some good things, but offense, hey, we got to talk about it. And then we're gonna do our preview for the this Sunday's games. But before I do that, man, let me bring up my co-host real quick. Lou, what's good, Lou?
What's
So
good?
what's good? So I should confirm we were late because of two pumps. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Hey, Lou, take over real quick. Take over real
Yeah,
quick.
absolutely. Well, Tone, everybody salute. Tone told everybody that he wasn't the reason that we were late. I just want to be the second one to say I wasn't the reason we were late neither. Nah, as you could tell, Jess might be pulling up a little bit later. Again, y'all know how we do. Life be lifing, and everybody just, you know, let Jess know that again, life be life. But let me get in this chat real quick and see what and who is. Let me go all the way up. Vamos in here. Dade, I see you. Nene, obviously. Miss Linda Jackson, I see you. What's good? VJ, what's good? Game Boy 305, what's good? Who else? Who else? Context, I see context in here. What's good? Crypto, obviously. Mike Best. Everybody else that's in here, salute. And welcome to the show, man. We're gonna be getting into it. Ken, I see in the building, Rashad as well. So, hey, we appreciate everybody coming through, man. Tone, what's good?
Yeah, what's good? What's good? Mike Best. First of all, did he say, Tony, that my shirt you win? Of course. Listen, no, of course not. Hey, this isn't your shirt, my good brother. Listen, man. Listen, everything good. We had another crazy one earlier today. Y'all, if y'all know, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? We run them little spaces early in the morning. It just we got two hot topics. Well, it was two, but we got three hot topics now. I don't know if you want to start with the Mike McDaniel one, Lou, or you want to start with the chaos coming out of training camp, and we eventually we gonna preview what we think is gonna happen this Sunday. But we got a little clip for y'all. I don't know if we could put up this clip real quick. Mike McDaniel, he basically confirmed a couple of things that we was on here telling people the whole time. I'm not gonna act like we weren't telling people. So okay, we got it. So we're gonna run the clip real quick.
To
Y'all.
Tyreek and that conversation that folks in my business have been having.
Well,
Since,
is this a somber conversation?
no,
I feel like
no.
you channeled your therapy voice there.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hey, Mike. So listen, it's great to see you. Your quarterback.
You're a fun participant.
No. Listen, no. This was wild to me. That your quarterback steps to the podium and just talks openly about stuff that's going on behind the scenes, maybe with him and his receiver and the rest of the team needing to come together for obviously team binding purposes here after Tyreek ended the season the way he did last year. And I'm wondering, were you aware that Tua was going to go to the podium about that sort of thing? Clearly, you got your finger on the pulse. But I'm just wondering if you knew this was going to be so open for Tua.
Yeah, no, I think that's if you're trying to be great at anything, if you're trying to be better at things, if you're trying to evolve, if you're trying to be if you want your team to be better, you want to be a better leader. I think that was something that at that point, to the credit of the conversation, that the two men were working on a relationship. I think, both parties were just kind of tired of, and just over the semantics of it. Like, hey, these are people that are working on the relationship. I think the power in that is, both of the players have like most relationships, you learn and you grow. And when you invest, you go through whatever, but the relationship becomes more real. So I thought it was a, maturation or a graduation of Tua as the leader of the team. And also, I think it speaks to how healthy they are because, been that many opportunities for the public to see him interact. But as time passes, you'll see a more connected, relationship, and really they're not hiding from anything. I think there's something empowering from their standpoint when they are on the platform that they are on.
Well, I mean, obviously, you're
pause it
as
right there,
astute as
please.
they come. Us who talk about.
Can we pause? Lou, I got a question. Did he answer the question at all?
For me, he did not know.
He asked him, did he know that he was going up there to say this? He proceeded. I hope this don't. He didn't say anything or answer the question, right? Let me tell you what I heard.
Both teams play hard. Both teams play hard. Both teams play hard. God bless and good night.
Like, bro, what are you talking about? Do not answer the direct question, right? And he sound like it sound like he's being very careful with what he's saying. He don't want to say the wrong things, and maybe he didn't know Tua was going up there to say that, or it sounds like it could be more than what he's leading off. But this is absolutely ridiculous what he's saying, and he seems bothered. But go ahead, play it again. I mean, finish playing. Sorry.
I think that's got to be a negative as opposed to, hey, it's two guys getting something out or a team getting something out together, and you can actually grow into a collective that's more healthy and open, and that's part of your gig too, is to Sherpa that thing through,
Well, more often than not, you're probably right. That's a kind of erroneous for this particular situation, and I think that again, I think that's you're seeing people evolve in different circumstances. People go through stuff, and you have a choice to mature and grow or be the same. And I think those two seem to be up for the challenge. I see better than I hear, and I see a better relationship based on the facts of the moments that I see them spend and the investment and the plans that they make and how many times they've hung out with each other this offseason, and they've been over to each other's houses and invested the time. You get out what you put in. So they're putting in the work that's real and transparent.
So, and obviously, though, it will come time to play football. And would you consider this matter put to bed then, Mike McDaniel?
I think the matter is one of two things. It's a tipping point for evolution, or so I think it matters in that the way that they're approaching it as a source of a creation of a very strong relationship that needed to be mended. And I think so to that point, if there's a lot of scenarios where you could choose for it to reveal itself again, but that's not healthy, direct communication. That's straightforward to the point of mass media. So I think they're it serves as a point that if you put in the work and there's the right intentions that they'll be proud of.
Let's just jump in.
All right. Jesus Christ. Lou, I don't know if you want to attack this first. Right? I don't know if you want to attack this first. Please tell me you understood what he was saying, bro. Please.
No, I don't understand what he was saying. To me, he was taking shots at Tyreek Hill, though, because there was two things that he said when he said, well, you're either the and he mentioned the people, right? But again, I would pose the question to you, Tone, after I say what I'm going to say. He said, well, the people can either learn and I forgot the exact word he used, but be more mature and fix it, or just be the same. Well, again, I would ask the question: what has Tua done?
Exactly.
Is that not a direct? Is that not a direct shot at Tyreek Hill to be more mature and fix the problem, or just continue to be the same? Was that not a direct shot at Tyreek Hill?
A direct shot because he was the one being called out.
That's what I thought. I thought we were talking about, Tyreek Hill getting called out. So again, Tone, you said it the other day, bro, and it's resonating more and more the more we talk about it, and the more like people do interviews and we just keep talking. The divide seems real. We know Mike McDaniel is on Tua's side. I guess the question I have for you is, who's on Tyreek's side?
It
right?
has to, yeah.
Because
it got to be like Chris Greer or somebody.
Well, somebody in that front office, it has to be. Plus the fact, and remember, when we first had the debate, Tone, you highlighted Jordan Brooks. You highlighted Zach Sealer. It seems like there's a divide not only between the head coach, quarterback, and let's say someone in the front office and Tyreek Hill, but it's trickling down through the locker room. And again, at some point, they're going to start picking sides. People are going to have to side with Tua and his side of the fence in camp, and people are going to have to side with Tyreek and his side of the camp. I don't see this getting any better, Tone. For me, this is a lose-lose situation, bro. It's not going to get better, right? At the end of the day, it's just not.
And to your point, right? People characters don't change. Let's just be 100%. This is not year one. This is not year two. This is their third year together. Actually, going to their fourth year together, right? Yeah, Tyreek came in 2022. So he played 22, 23, 24, and now we're in 2025. So this is their fourth year together. And if you're going to tell me this has been an ongoing process, then how long is the process going to take? Because Tyreek called him out since year one. Let's not forget that. Tyreek called him out year one. You always pointed out that Tyreek's the one first said that when they have issues, Tua won't talk to him for weeks. Here we are in year 4, and still it's a working process. And correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't it seem like he was a little agitated with Tyreek?
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't it look like he wanted to say a little bit more than what he was saying?
Absolutely.
And what I'm trying to figure out is, why? Think about this, Lou. You're the head coach. If you're aggravated with him, isn't this the same dude that yelled at you on the sideline?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this the same dude that is out in the open putting pictures of the other team, his former team, right? Him hugging up with his quarterback. Isn't that the same dude in your locker room?
Absolutely.
Aren't you his boss? Maybe he's agitated because he can't discipline them the way he wants, or he can't run them up out the building like he did the other people. That might be, I'm telling you, listen, Chris Greer named him as a captain. We know for a fact that Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel don't see eye to eye sometimes because it came out. They difference. You going over Chris Greer's head on two occasions. And let me tell you, those are not minor things. Re-signing Tua probably was the biggest decision. He went over Chris Greer's head. But before I finish that, welcome, Jess. How you doing?
Hello.
Jess, what's good? Jess, what's good?
What's
in the
up?
building. You finally got everything situated. Look at her. Oh,
Yeah.
I like the fit though. You
Like
can't
the fit,
correct
though?
today, man. I'm glad I don't see no Phillies and no y'all
I
the
did not
background.
wear anything Philly. I don't wear anything Philly on the show. I try not to.
y'all peep the background. Ain't no ain't no calendars back there no more. You feel me? They're like HR had
For
to put their
now.
foot down.
For now.
Hey, well, what's good with you? Everything good?
What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Did you get the opportunity to see the video?
No.
Okay.
That's
Well,
okay.
all right.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
watch it
Somebody
later.
has to send it to me and I'll watch it.
Hey,
All right.
Tone.
Yo, go ahead.
Tone, to your point though, right? What you were just saying about the dynamic between Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer, right? Remember, Chris Greer had the plan in motion to trade Calais Campbell last year. We know Mike McDaniel basically said no to that, right? Went over his head, said no. It didn't happen, right? We also know that, again, me and you both heard there was Chris Greer had hesitations of paying Tua. We know what happened. Mike McDaniel stepped over his head, got Tua paid. You know what's crazy, Tone? What did Chris Greer come out and say this season before the season started? I got to take more accountability. I got to stand more firm. I got to stop deferring so much, right? To your point, maybe Mike McDaniel does want to discipline Tyreek a little bit more because he's on the side of the fence with Tua. And maybe now he knows, hey, nah, Chris Greer ain't standing for that now, right? Maybe Chris Greer is, because again, to your point, Chris Greer, when the leadership question got asked to Chris Greer, what did Chris Greer say? Nah, he didn't mention Tua. He mentioned Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
As one of the leaders. There's a definite divide between head coach, general manager, quarterback, wide receiver. It's gonna get into that locker room. It's just a bad situation here in Miami, man.
Yeah, and the problem is our biggest issue. My biggest issue. Let me say my biggest issue is they're addressing it out in the public. They are addressing it, but how are you? This goes to my point. I'm sorry. This goes to my point. Now we see, right, Lou, why they're addressing it in public. Your head coach is addressing it in the public. Do you understand what that means? I don't know if y'all ever had an interview conducted or y'all ever conducted an interview, but you go over questions that you're going to be asked. And you ask them, is there anything that you would not want me to ask? Right? That's why I don't know if y'all ever heard people talking about how they have let's say an interview lined up, but things fall through. Because sometimes when you want to interview somebody and they tell you certain things that they don't want to talk about, the person that's supposed to be interviewed will be like, well, that's the main reason why I want to interview. Everything that's going to bring me my views. That's going to give me my clicks. That's the hot topic. If I can't ask you about the hot topic, then why are we going to do an interview? Right? So we know that they have the opportunity to tell whoever the people that are conducting the interview, I don't want to answer that. Don't ask me about these. Right? Mike McDaniel is in the public answering it. And look at agitated while he's doing it. It's like he's on Tua's side and say, well, I'm going to get out ahead of it and let them know and take my subtle shots at Tyreek because I can't discipline him, but I can call him out on his BS. And then you got Tyreek doubling down with his antics. What you going to do about it? What was my biggest issue from the get-go? I was like, hold on. The reason that I prefer Tua not be the one to say something is because, like I said, if a person that you don't respect, that message does not get received. If I don't respect you and you're trying to discipline me and tell me that I have to better myself and hold myself accountable, I don't respect you, my brother. That comes off as you disrespecting me or you trying me or you challenging my manhood. And we know that don't come off well. So I knew that wasn't going to end well. And then now it looks as if he doesn't have respect for Mike McDaniel. What the coaches said, players have said it. Hey, word around town is some of them players do not respect Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel is losing the locker room because they don't respect him. People have been asking questions why people aren't getting disciplined.
Nah, Tone, that's where, again, I know I was trying to defend him a little bit in the Twitter space from the coaching perspective. But nah, bro, he's already lost the locker room. It's not that he's losing the locker room. That, bro, he's lost that locker room completely.
You might have a clue. You might.
No, bro. He lost that locker room last year. Again, bro. Once you have one bad apple in the room, that means you again, bro. Let me try to get the point off, Tone. People can say what they want about Brian Flores and the regime and how he treated people and the coaching staff and the front office and what he told people. That's fine. You know, one thing he never did was lose that locker room.
That's a fact.
Tua didn't like him, bro. Jalen Phillips didn't like him. Austin Jackson didn't like him. You don't win 7 out of your last 8 games with someone you don't respect, though. You see what I'm saying?
That's why, Lou, you'd rather be respected than liked.
Absolutely, bro. 1,000%.
Hands down.
1,000%. So, nah, bro, he's already lost this locker room. And again, that's where, for me, I always say it. If that's what we're gonna get Mike McDaniel, no, let me not even say that. We should get Mike McDaniel out of here because he's lost the locker room. For me, it's not about the coaching decisions, so that's what I was pushing back today on. But from the part of not a leader of men, they don't respect him, they don't listen to him, that's the biggest reason that Mike McDaniel needs to be up out of here.
And you know what? You wouldn't get no pushback from me. You know, we when it comes to X's and O's, we don't have too many complaints. We don't. But when it comes to being a head coach and controlling your locker room and being a leader of men, that's our biggest problem. Our biggest issue. And you can be the perfect in all the X's and O's, but if you can't run that locker room, I'm sorry, my brother. They're not gonna execute your plan. Hey, Lou, why you think, players not executing? Well, because they don't respect them enough to study. Don't respect them enough to study. That's where execution comes. And you know what? Jess, you ready? I know you got a lot going on. Because the second topic, what we're going to talk about, is going to further prove our point.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, joint practices today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts? How do we feel about it before anything else happens this weekend?
Well, you want me to take off? Because I was already
If you ready. I mean, you seem like you know what you want to say, so go ahead.
So, there was a tweet came out at the beginning of the practice that said, from a Chicago beat writer. Remember, I said we need to follow a Chicago beat writer. I forgot his name. I want to give him his credit. It's Jeff something, I think, or Greg something. I'm not sure, right? And in the first section of 11 on 11s, he said the offense is having a problem getting organized. There were 2 back-to-back false starts.
What do you mean by
that? So when it comes to that type of things, that's not execution, that's discipline. I like the name, Jess. Throwback Jess. Those type of things.
Wait, did you actually read it?
Those type of things falls under coaching. Not being ready. Now, executing the play and being in the right spot and all that. Okay, you put that on players. Listen, I told you what to do. But not being disciplined enough to get organized. Right? Now, Tua, you're out there calling out this man for having to hold himself accountable for his actions and what he's done. But this offense and the organizations and getting online, lining up correctly, not jumping off sides, being disciplined, that falls on you, my brother, the leader of the offense. You can't go out the first time you enjoy practice and your first section, y'all jumping off sides, false start. That's the first play. You have the longest time to get that play in because you've been practicing this before the practice started. You discussed it. The beginnings are all scripted, even though the whole practice is scripted. So we shouldn't practice is when you shouldn't have false starts and things of that nature. Now you have people missing assignments. You have people, dropping passes, things that naturally happen or occur during a practice or a game. But the alignments, and knowing the snap count, there's nothing to distract you. So this is a lack of discipline. And then, sorry to tell you, now you talking all the trash. Me and Lewis been killing people all week about we don't care if Tyreek is 1,000% responsible for how well this offense run, but we want him out the building. You know what? I'm inclined to think that Tyreek doing his own purpose to see how Tua look without him. Maybe they were listening to us, and he was like, "Oh, y'all think so?" And you proceed to go in your first practice, joint practice, that we said we're going to see how it translates against the other teams, right? When you have the real competition, not friendly fire, and you throw 3 interceptions, 2 of them pick 6. But you're the one calling people out at the podium. You're the one holding people accountable. And your first showing is this. It's not a good look. It isn't. Now it's practice, it's joint practice, and we don't have to go overboard. But practice make perfect. The championship teams, they tell you how much they get at it in practice. So when you go on the field, it's second nature to them. So you mean the first time you seen competition, an opposing team, to where you don't know what they're going to run, you don't know what they're going to do, they here to work on their play calls and their sets and their coverages, you throw 3 of them, 3 interceptions. The last time we see you in a big game, you threw 3 interceptions. Y'all remember that? Houston? You threw 3 then. And then coming out, we get reports coming out. Oh, the receivers don't seem as if they're used to dealing with physical cornerbacks, because they're getting bumped off their routes, and Tua is throwing to spots, and the receivers aren't there. Now, everyone that I know, I'm the newest person here to YouTube and to X. But when I came to YouTube, everyone was killing TD about him saying Tua was a spot thrower. And I know the difference between throwing spots, because all quarterbacks, they throw the spots. Let's not, you throw with anticipation. All quarterbacks do that. But blindly throwing it to spots, that's what he's talking about. If you're going to hit that spot, no matter what. Now, everyone make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect every time. But you've been having this issue for the past 2 seasons. Ever since the Los Angeles Chargers, the first time we played them. Oh no, that's 3 seasons. I'm sorry. 3 seasons. The first time we played them, when they taught everyone, bump the receivers off their route, mess up the timing, and you've been having issues with that, you should have learned from that and improved on that. Be like, I have to be cautious and think about this, because this have to be in the front of my mind. If they're getting physical with my receivers, they might not make that spot on time. So if you're going to throw it to that area regardless, I'm sorry, my brother, that's not anticipation. That isn't. You can't continue to make the same mistakes. You have to understand, they're throwing off my receiver's route. You learn this and say, okay, this is why I say it's a thing called the second window. He held on the ball until he got to the second window, and then he delivered the pass. I'm sorry. These are things that need to be worked on. Now, I've seen him do this before. The touchdown he threw to Tyreek in Jacksonville last year, week 1, he held on the ball because he understood the coverage, and he hit him in the third window when he was like, I'm going to let him get all the way across the field. That's anticipation. That's reading the coverage and understanding where your receiver going to be and delivering a strike and a dime. Bro, this is you're going into your 6th year in the league, 4 years in the same offense. So that different offensive coordinator and different offense narrative is out the window. You should know this playbook, this scheme, like, I'm not going to say like the back of your hand, like the front of your hand, because nobody don't know the back of their hand. But you should know this, hands down. You should be able to do some of these plays with your eyes closed. Once you download the defense, once you see what the defense get into, you should be able to understand what all of your receivers going to be and what's going to work and what's not going to work. Tom Brady said it. He kept on saying, I didn't have the strongest arm. I won with the brain. I knew what the defense was going to do before they did it. This is absolutely ridiculous. Then you come in and we hear, right, that the passing offense, they was getting destroyed. Your unit. Mr. Hell, everyone accountable. You want to know what? Oh, I want to point this out. Patrick Paul propaganda. You want to know the bright side that came out of the offense? It was said, and I quote, nice run, sealing the edge on Patrick Paul's side to let Jalen Wright get to the outside on a long run. This seems like the only thing that is working for the Dolphins. Running behind Patrick Paul. I'm sorry, Lou. Remind these people who were telling y'all off training camp that Patrick Paul looked like one of the ones. Yeah, I believe I was the one telling people that.
That would be you.
Yeah. Remind people who said that right side is the strong side with the 2 young guys. But that left side is where the problems are. I remember telling people this. And I said, I hope it translates to when he go to joint practice, when he go to preseason, when he go to the regular season. So far, so good. He was challenged. First rep in one-on-ones, he got pushed down to the ground. But it seemed like he redeemed himself and started pushing people to the ground and started getting acclimated to this offense and being him. So you mean to tell me a second-year guy standing on business, don't talk to me about the protection, and the guy that's supposed to be our leader that want to come out and be vocal. See, this is what happened when you can't back up what you preach. Because now Tyreek could go look at him. You can't tell me you threw 3 interceptions when I wasn't in there. Look like you need me more than I need you. Tua was the one that said, oh, I'm a solid. I'm a solid killer. He said that. But I don't want to take up too much because I could keep going on and on. But I would like to say the bright part was the defense. Front 7. They said they won. Had what's his name? Caleb Williams running for his life. First play of 11-on-11. Jordan Brooks. I might add that I said everybody giving Willie Gay credit, but Jordan Brooks has been just as impressive. It's just that we're used to this. Oh, first pick of the 11-on-11. Who got the interception? Jordan Brooks. I said I wanted to see a fight. Now they was fighting each other, but it looked like Jordan Brooks and Johan Dawson got into it. And when Mika Fitzpatrick, the guy that I said I like his leadership, the reason I want him back here, when he answered, he said, "Oh, confrontation is necessary." He said it's going to get confrontational, but we holding people accountable, so it's necessary. Look like that defense standing on principles. What happened to the dude that's calling people out lie in the public? Somebody tell me. Stop me when I lie. Please. Because I remember saying, you're not the one to do that. Not you, Tua. I'm sorry. But go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I disagree with anything you say. The most concerning thing for me was the lack of. This is your first day lined up against somebody else, and early on we heard the Dolphins didn't show up. That's concerning. I don't care what no one says. I'm not even giving the defense any grace like you did just now, Tone, at the end. I don't care what plays they made. As far as I'm concerned, the Dolphins lost today. And for us to be in year 4 of this install under Mike McDaniel, second year under Anthony Weaver, you do realize they're facing a coach over there, first-time head coach, by the way, in Ben Johnson. He's trying to get his program established. Their team is not better than ours.
Nope.
They beat us up today on both sides of the ball. I know we're going to try to paint the picture. The defense, stop. They look like by all accounts, we weren't there. We didn't get to see it. Excuse me. But, yeah, we got beat up today on both sides. Again, bro, it's concerning. Now, is the sky falling? Right? No, I don't think it's falling. I think they can get better. Hopefully they get better. But as far as today goes, yeah, I'm not giving nobody a pass, no matter what side of the ball they are. I don't care that Jordan Brooks got 1 interception. I don't care that Bradley Chubb supposedly had like 2 sacks back to back. Yeah, cool story.
Mika got a sack. Don't leave him out. Go ahead.
Well, again, all I'm saying is, again, bro, they got beat up today by the Chicago Bears. I mean,
Hold on, can't hear you, Lou. Oh, go ahead. Now you back.
I'm saying, what are we gonna say? Are we gonna make excuses? Are we gonna try to make it seem like the offense was terrible? Tua was terrible, right? Again, cool. I know that's what people want to hear. They were lighting up the chat, right? Oh my God, yes, we're killing Tua. No, I'm gonna kill the defense too. They were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. All I've heard from Tone this whole time and other people is this front 7 was dominant, this, that. Cool. They made a couple plays today. Nah, what I expected today was them to go out there and be dominant. Again, this is year 4. That offense is on year 4. These guys should know. Tone, you said something here when you were speaking about it. The first time they got the ball, they were jumping off sides. And, 4 years into this offense, that's what you're doing?
Yeah. That's not
we didn't hear that for Ben Johnson's offense over there in Chicago. This is his first year. We didn't hear none of that. All I'm saying is, bro, look, chalk it up to a bad day. Hopefully they get better. I do think they'll turn it around. I do think they will be better. But it is very concerning. You go in there to face another opponent, and they basically beat you up today on both sides of the ball. Again, Kenny Grant, I know people want to hear. There's a couple plays. That's not. Tone, were you expecting today to get some of the reports that y'all got today?
I'm gonna be real with you. Not on offense, defense. I heard it was dominant though.
No, but I didn't hear it was dominant.
Yeah, I heard. Listen, from the Greg dude, the one that covered Chicago, he was like the defense been dominating our offense all day. That's what he reported.
I don't feel like that.
It don't feel. I get okay.
It didn't feel like domination today. It just didn't.
Can you argue with that?
I don't think, because Kenny Grant made 2 plays and we had an interception, and I don't feel like domination. I heard on one-on-ones and 7-on-7, their wide receivers were lighting us up.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna talk about that. That's like, no, bro. Like, again, I don't want to hear nothing. Today for me was a bad day, and hopefully they correct it. Hopefully they fix it. I'm not sugarcoating nothing no more for this football team. Today they got their ass whooped by the Chicago Bears. Point blank period.
You know what? This is when y'all just saw me put my head down and shake my head. Somebody tried to say two and said 2 of those picks were tipped passes.
I don't care.
No. You should care because it was off a bad throw. I have the video right here.
Yeah.
The reason the cornerback tipped the ball because it was a bad throw. The receiver had to stop for the doggone throw.
Yeah.
I'm watching the video now.
It was bad, bro. The damn practice was bad.
This is what happened.
And again, Tone, the reason they didn't show up, it goes to further our point of what we were talking about earlier with Mike McDaniel. He didn't have those boys ready to play.
Didn't have them ready.
He did not have them boys ready to go in there and take somebody's head off. Tone, you always talk about it, right? That what you want to see at training camp is fights, right? You want to see, you know what I would have liked to hear today? That the Dolphins were fighting the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, right.
The Dolphins were fighting the Dolphins.
They fought the Chicago Bears, but they also fought themselves.
They fought themselves.
That was, yeah.
Now, supposedly, it was Jordan Brooks.
Johan Dotson and Jordan Brooks, yep.
And Jahan Dotson, right?
Mm-hmm.
I heard Dave bring it up in the Twitter space that they were fighting against each other because it was like somebody did something wrong. Why are they doing something wrong?
What happened? Say that again, Lou. You cut out.
Why are they fighting themselves?
Mm.
Why are they fighting themselves? Because they messed up.
Tyrell Dotson, that's his name.
They messed up. Why
again, we know Eskridge got into it with the Bears. Lewis don't want to hear that right now.
I don't want to hear that.
Now I would say this, Lou. If I'm gonna give you push,
why would I want to hear that, Tone?
Yeah, that part I want. I expect that too. What I would say, I'm not looking at this as a bad thing because they're two players, and for me, like I said, they was the dominant unit that day, and they still got into it. Maybe someone did something wrong. I don't mind people holding something accountable, right, Lou? I don't mind, and I'm sorry. I wanted to see it in practice, so I can't say. Even though I would say this, it's a bad look when you're doing it against yourself when you got another team. You know what? You're right. I got to keep it. When you got another team, you should be fighting them. That should have been handled.
That's it. That's it.
Elsewhere. Yeah, you're right.
You need to fight the other team.
Yeah.
You fighting your thoughts. You fighting yourself for what? Okay, somebody messed up. One of y'all had a misread or something. Okay, cool. Move on. But you sitting there fighting with yourselves in front of the other team. But then y'all getting bullied. Nah, bro, I'm sorry. The Dolphins didn't show up today on neither one of the balls. Yeah, I know. Dave's saying it's passion. It's not passion, though. That's not passion. You fighting with yourself? No, that ain't passion. And it's crazy. See, we'll say it's passion. Well, guess what? Why ain't no one showing no passion to putting their hands on Tua Tagovailoa then? Why ain't no one showing no damn passion in putting their hands on Tyreek Hill? But you want to show passion because you made a mistake? Bro, stop. Miss me with that. Bro, who is not concerned that the Dolphins went over there? Again, bro, this regime has been together for 4 years. This defensive coordinator has been here for 2 years. And you let a guy that is a first-time head coach, the first joint practice of his career, and his team was beat your team. And we trying to come out here and, again, Tone, I'm not saying I disagree with you, right? Yeah, I would say the defense had a better day from the offense. But you know why that was? You know why we could say that? Because the offense was terrible. So, of course, the defense is going to look like, oh, yeah, they performed. No, they didn't. They got beat up too.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Lou. I know you're passionate. No, Lou. Remember, the defense is on the other field. They're not the offense is on one field, defense is on the other. Our defense dominated that offense. The offense.
I'm saying is, you're saying the defense dominated, right?
Yeah.
Because the offense was just so terrible. We're trying.
Because they dominated.
Silver lining. No, I
No,
don't.
because they dominated Chicago offense. Think about this. Chicago offense didn't score on 11-11s. You mad about 7-on-7s and 1-on-1s. That's not football that they're gonna be playing. Because for that, then I would say Patrick Paul got his ass whooping 1-on-1s on that first rep. But on 11-on-11s, they didn't do nothing. Not a touchdown, and I don't think they gave up a first down. Well, no, they did. They had one good play. But you got to, Lou, just because you mad at the offense, you can't take away the credit for the defense.
But they did score on 11-on-11 because Colston Love. Yes, they did. Colston Love.
No, that was third screen against Matt
well, again, I don't care if it was third string or not. Okay. I see people in the chat talking about what Shedeur Sanders is doing in the playoff preseason game, and he's playing against third stringers, Tom. The fact of the matter is the Bears scored. Point blank period. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, but Lou, they're going to score a touchdown against your third string.
I know they're going to score. What I'm saying
starters was dominant, though.
I don't believe no. Well, Tom, let me ask you this. You're saying
Caleb Williams ain't getting in the end zone. Let me tell you that. Caleb Williams offense didn't get in the end zone.
You're saying 1-on-1s and 7-on-7s don't matter. Tom, you've been to practice, correct?
Yeah.
Now, 1-on-1s, when you go to practice, you told me personally that Patrick Paul has put Bradley Chubb in the chicken wing. Those are your words, not mine. He's locked up Chop Robinson. He's locked up Jalen Phillips. His first rep out there, we both were in the space. He was on his ass. What am I supposed to do with that?
And then he proceeded to dominate the rest of the day.
I don't want to hear
get deep, bro. Don't overdo it, Lou. That means your argument is not valid when you overdo it. You overdoing it.
I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that.
But that still don't mean, Lewis, it's the truth. You can't, because that means you just been scored.
Yes or no?
Who?
The Dolphins should have won the day.
The offense completely got destroyed. Our defense won the day. The reports from both sides, from our side and their side, is both defense won the day. That is the reports.
Well, all I know, right?
And what's dominant.
In football, you got to have both units to win the game, correct?
Yes.
So what it sounds like
had their offense.
And what I'm saying is one unit, right, ain't gonna win the game. So we could have a great defense, cool. If the offense ain't doing shit, it sounds like we losing games. Just like we lost today. Are we gonna come out during the season and say, well, one unit was dominant? No, we don't care about that. We care about winning and losing. And the day was won by a team that is a first year into their install. Not with a 4-year head coach, a 4-year offensive coordinator, and a 2-year or a second-year defensive coordinator. That's what we know.
And they dominated. The defense dominated that. The defense did what they were supposed to do.
Okay,
you can't take credit for the defense doing their job. The offense is the one that was there.
In a regular season game, the Dolphins lose.
How? When Chicago didn't score? Come on, Lou, you can't overdo it.
So we're just gonna say. So again, if the first team don't score, that's what we're doing.
Because that's who's playing in the game.
Okay, so there's not injuries in the game. So you're telling me a second string or third string player won't be playing this season? Is that what you're saying?
Let me answer this. And this is why I said, Lewis, don't overdo it. Look at what True Spin fan is saying. You're not understanding what Lewis is saying. Forget aside, we got manhandled as a team. Our defense didn't get manhandled. They manhandled them. So this is the problem, what I'm saying. No one manhandled our defense. Our defense manhandled them.
I don't agree.
Well, you can't. You don't have to agree. That's a fact. That came. Well, I ain't gonna say the fact. That's what's coming out.
That's what came out from what?
Manhandled. Well,
from Travis Wingfield, and a bunch of guys that are happy-go-lucky. They also, No.
This is coming from the Chicago beat writer. I told them I didn't read none of our Dolphins ones when it came to our defense.
How do I know the guy in Chicago ain't that version of Omar Kelly? How do I know that?
Well, Omar Kelly was what version of it? Saying nothing but negative? Do Omar say nothing but negative?
What I'm saying is, again, a guy
he would be biased towards his team, right?
A guy that lies, a guy could be whatever. I don't know nothing about what Chicago said. I know is,
would he be biased? So if you don't care about, it wasn't good enough for me. Who are you believing to say they got their ass whooped then, Lou?
I'm believing myself. It wasn't good enough.
But yourself is only.
That's what I'm believing.
You only get reports from what they're reporting, though, Lou. Yes, Nene, in 1-on-1s and 7-on-7s. This is what I'm trying to say. In 1-on-1, 7-on-7, yes, they got cooked, but that's not how you play football. Football matters when you get on 11 on 11. And you know what that secondary did? Mika Fitzpatrick, Jordan Brooks got an interception. Mika Fitzpatrick got a sack for that secondary. No one gave up a touchdown in our secondary on 11 on 11s. And proceeded, Bradley Chubb had a sack, a breakup, and they said Kenny Grant had a play. He had a play in the backfield. Jack Jones, he was on the second team. But
let me stop you right there. Right? Listen to what you're saying. They practiced for 2 hours and Kenny Grant made one play.
Yes, but Chubb made
that's
plays.
Dominant to you. He made one play in a 2-hour practice, and that's domination to you.
Yes, because Mika made 2 plays. Chubb made 5 plays.
In a 2-hour practice?
Lewis, they not practice for 2 hours. They not practice for Lewis, listen, stop. No, you stop, because you don't. They not practice for 2 straight hours, Lou. They doing segments.
So again, they practice for what? 1 play? So Kenny Grant just played for that 1 play?
They did 11. They did 101s. That's 1 segment. They did 707s. That's a segment. But then the meat and potatoes is when 11 on 11 come, which is the back half of the practice. When first they go 4, and then they do red zone. When our defense completely dominated them.
Hey, you got it.
707s and 101s don't mean nothing to me.
All I'm saying is for me, what we heard today, I wasn't expecting to hear what we heard today.
Me neither. You didn't hear me say nothing about our receiver was cooking in 101s. The interception happened on 707. I only focus on the 11 on 11s because that what simulates the game.
No. Again, I'm sorry. I don't like what I heard today out at joint practice.
You got it.
Okay, well, again, hey, if you want me to sound like Teron Armstead, I will.
I ain't.
Okay, cool. I didn't like what the hell I heard today coming out of practice. The Bears whipped the ever-living dog shit out Miami, and I ain't with it. Nah, I ain't with it.
I'm not happy with the way it turned out either, but I got it. I get it.
I don't care if it's 1-on-1, 7-on-7, 11-on-11. I don't give a damn what it is.
That's a point. I'll give you a point with that. You got to do better on 7-on-7s, 1-on-1s. That's what you practice all the time. They lost a couple. But they lost in that aspect of the practice. So. Tony Pickett, which reps count in practice? You know what? You want me to talk about the offensive reps? Because we could talk about the how they lost 1-on-1s, they lost 7-on-7s, and they lost 11-on-11s. We could talk about that too.
Hey, now, Tom, what do they always tell us? It's a team game, correct?
Yes, it is. That's why. Why I focused on the team aspect of it.
Okay, right.
Not
so
the 1-on-1
team game. Okay, yeah. So forget about 1-on-1. Forget about 7-on-7. It's a team game, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the team got their ass whooped today because if the offense is taking an ass whooping, that's part of the team, correct?
Not in joint practice, no.
So they just dominated on 11 and 11 too. The offense did.
No, I said not. You said team. The offense got their ass smacked around, but guess what? Our offense scored. Our offense scored. Patrick Paul laid people out so Jalen Wright could get a touchdown.
So the Bears didn't do nothing offensively.
Huh?
So the Bears didn't do nothing offensively on 11 on 11.
11, they didn't get in the end zone. No, they had a play or two that they made, but not in the end zone. No.
Okay, now a play or two.
You want me to lie to you? I'm only gonna go by what's going on. And that's the problem. See, and this is what I'm saying. All right, so let's talk about it. Somebody tell me when the offense and the defense is on the field at the same time.
Dang.
So the offense, the defense that's over there handling their business, right? The offense is getting smacked around. Defense is smacking around that offense, and y'all gonna tell me, oh no, y'all lost. That's not how it works. How in the hell, if your offense getting beat up, but you handling your business, you holding up your end of the bargain, you're gonna say, no, all y'all got beat up. No one didn't. We handled them. We need y'all to hold up y'all end of the bargain. That makes no sense to me. We lost as a team. They didn't even practice as a team. They practiced separated. But now we putting everything together?
That's what I thought. I thought it was a team game.
Yeah, when you play regular season games, when you play preseason games.
Okay. All right, cool.
But when you out there in a joint practice, how in the
how in the what?
How in the world, if I get 3 or 4 sacks, I don't know how many it was, interceptions, and don't give up no touchdowns, I got my ass whooped.
Again, you just talking about first team. They scored. I don't care if first team,
okay, second team.
Third team,
how many times did the second team score?
32nd team.
How many times did they score on the total day?
I don't know.
We heard one touchdown. One. And we acted like they were getting killed.
Hey, it don't matter. All I'm saying is.
So you know what? No team in the NFL, they defense might not give up no touchdowns. Not a single touchdown. We're gonna keep the same energy.
Well, if I was a fan of all 31 other teams, I would say yes. But since I'm not, I'm only going to talk about the Miami Dolphins. And the Miami Dolphins know in a joint practice against a first time again. I don't want the Bears to do not a damn thing.
All right.
No, I ain't trying to hear that. Again, bro, all I'm saying is forget about offense, defense. What we wanted to hear today was not what we heard today.
Great point, Big Mac. D says y'all want to bring up. If we lose the game 6-3, do we say the defense got their ass whooped? Great point, my brother.
Well,
because this is what according to y'all logic, that defense got their ass whooped because they gave up 2 field goals.
Hey, Jess, I don't want to put your business out there, but you were once a school teacher, correct? In America, 6 is more than 3. Correct?
That is correct.
So B. McGee, yes, they got their ass whooped because they gave up 6 points and we only scored 3. Yes.
Now this is coming from the same person that gave a defensive credit for giving up the game-winning touchdown and didn't want to put that game on them because Tua gave up a goddamn safety. So do we win as a team or not?
Now, I just want to. Now again, you talking about the Arizona?
Answer my question. Do we win
game?
as a team or not? Because you said the defense did their job. You don't want to hear that. It's on Tua.
Are you talking about the Arizona game, Tom?
Yes, the Arizona game. Yes.
Right. And what I'm saying is our defense gave up less points than the other defense.
I ain't want to hear none of that. All I asked you was you said that they did their job. They gave up less points.
They did.
I don't want to hear none of that. You said they gave up less points. But guess what? You want to know what else they did? After that offense gave them the lead, came off, they was in the lead. They gave up the game losing touchdown drive. The defense. So you can't, if they give up the game losing touchdown, if
they gave up the game losing touchdown, they gave up less points. I don't give a damn what the hell you talking about right now.
When they took the field, our team had more points. I don't want to hear none of that. When they took the field, our team had more points. No, we talking teams now. Y'all want to talk teams? No, let's talk teams.
Let me ask you. Hey, Jess, let me ask you.
Now it's deep as an open. Now that we bring up. Now we bring up games when you want to cape for that defense. Now it's. Go ahead.
Hey, get your shit off. Go ahead. Get your shit off.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is.
Good? So you good? Oh, get your shit off. Go ahead.
Hey, he said get your shit off and then he want to stop me. Go ahead.
No, I didn't know. Go ahead. Get all your shit off. Go ahead.
I'm done. Go ahead. You clearly got a lot to say. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So, Jess, the scenario from B. McD was if the Dolphins lose 6-3, that means the Dolphins defense gave up 6, our offense put up 3. Correct?
No, he said, did you say the defense got their ass whooped?
No, hey, real quick. I'm just talking to Jess right now, Tom. All I'm doing is talking to Jess right now. That's all I'm doing. Hey, Jess, the scenario was the Dolphins defense gave up 6. Our offense scored up 3. Are you with me so far, Jess?
I'm with you.
Tony's trying to bring up a scenario where our defense gave up less points to Arizona. What the fuck is Tony talking about?
I'm talking about the team.
What are you talking about?
Can I answer? Can I answer? Can I answer? You want me to answer?
Yeah, please explain to me how in that scenario our defense gave up more, and in your scenario our defense gave up less. Please let me know what you talk about.
I'm talking about when I was just telling you how our defense was dominated that offense over there, and when you said, "Oh, but we got our ass whooped as a team because our offense lit the trash," we gonna keep the same energy. So that same game that you, Mister, our defense gave up less points than their defense. Said the defense ain't have. They didn't lose the game. It was all on 2 in the offense. So how? But when I told you the defense didn't lose today because the offense, it was all on the offense getting their ass whooped. You said we lose off the team. We got our ass whooped as a team because of the coach and it's the first year and all this shit. Now all of a sudden, a defense that offense that was getting their ass whooped gave them the lead. And all they needed to do is get one stop to preserve the victory. They gave up the points. Regardless of what happened. You had an opportunity to win the game as a team, and they failed. So don't tell me you can call my defense soft because the offense got their ass whooped, and we lost as a collective. But in that scenario, it's on the offense because the defense gave up less points. No, it don't work like that.
I didn't call nobody today. See again. I didn't call nobody today on our defense soft. I just said they got their ass whooped. I didn't call them soft.
Well, don't say they got ass whooped then. They got dominated. They got ass whooped by the team.
I didn't know we couldn't say they. Hey, Jess, watch it. Hey, I forgot. Hey, I forgot, Jess. We got to be PC over here. Hey, Jess, respectfully, they didn't perform today. Now, Tone, what the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about? They performed. They performed, Lou. They performed. The offense didn't perform. So if they collectively got their ass whooped,
you know what?
In Arizona, collectively, they got their ass whooped as well. That's all I'm saying. You got so much pushback for that now.
Let me go fight.
Where all the energy don't pick and choose, chat said. I don't see them in the chat no more.
Hey, Tone, say that one more time. What you just said. Say that one more time. What you just said.
Nah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Now you don't want to say it?
I don't remember what I said. I don't remember. Yeah, I ain't helping you out. Nah, because apparently we're a team when you want us to be a team, and we separate. At this point, I'm picking at you. We're not working together this time.
What you just said, as a collective, they got their ass whooped, right? That's what you said?
Against Arizona, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Against Arizona. I thought you were talking about today. All right, never mind. All right, cool. I'll let you live there. I thought you
Pablo, that was funny, Pablo. he said, Tony, that's invalid because it was actual game, not a practice. No.
I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out and just say it right now. Luckily, this practice happened today in Chicago because I just feel like if I know my brother like I know my brother, if this practice would have happened in Miami, we'd be having a whole different conversation tonight on the Blitz pickup. Know my brother would be hot. My brother would be hot up here tonight if this practice happened in Miami. Is all I'm saying.
If I saw differently. That's how. I'm going based off other people's versions. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tone. You think that for the last 15 minutes of this show, right? You think me and you tonight gonna receive some DMs talking about, hey, y'all good? Are y'all good?
I'm sorry if y'all ain't learned about now. This is our favorite. Yo, when you see me sweating and all that, this is my favorite part of the show. Cause ain't nothing like standing on business. I heard she put a she put a poll in the chat. Let me see. Did the Miami get whooped in joint practice today? Yes or no? That is a whopping 70% yes. I mean, man, y'all got to vote, bro. We got 17 votes. No, y'all got to vote on that.
Whoa. Wait. What did that poll say?
a whopping 71%. Yes, we got it. Well, now 18.72%. Yes.
Hey, Jess, where's your little clipboard that has the point system for me and Tone? Because I'm killing this. I am punning. Oh, Jess, there it is. You know what to do, Jess. Light it up. Light it up, Jess.
You
know
got
what
it.
to do.
She froze. You see how how she froze? They know what time it is. You know what I'm looking for, Lou? I'm looking for that same energy. It's easy. You know what I feel? It's easy to click that button behind the screen, but I don't see no more comments about don't pick and choose after you just got caught in picking and choosing in the game. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out when can we pick and choose? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, Tone, I'm not picking. Tone, I'm not picking and choosing. All I was told was you win and lose as a team.
Yeah. But
so as a team today,
that one injury you had in Arizona, though.
Well, again,
that injury was all on in that phone, in that safety.
Well, we know what happened in Arizona, Tone. I mean, it is what it is.
We know what happened today too. Well, we don't really
just for point system purposes.
Now that was fire.
Hey.
Is fire. Hey, David, that's why you my dog. You hear me? These votes rigged. We know what Lewis side. We know what side Lewis on. God-damn it.
Yeah. That's real cute. Again, Tone.
The only bad thing about this show is that it isn't longer. Pause. Yeah, pause. God, yeah, appreciate you, Pablo.
Hey, yo. Hey, Tone. Maybe bro. Maybe I am being a little. Maybe I'm putting on for the show. We haven't said that in a while. Maybe I am, Tone, putting on for the show right now. Right. All I'm saying is, Tone. Hey, bro, we've been waiting for this moment so long.
Disappointment.
We talk about the Dolphins all the time. We have this YouTube channel. We're passionate about this team and all the reports coming out. Bro, I didn't want to hear what we heard today is all I'm saying, bro.
No, I didn't either. I'll give you that.
I wanted this. I wanted to go to Chicago, Tone, and all I wanted to hear was the Dolphins dominated everything.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is, right? And that's not what we got. And all I'm saying is, bro, I just want this team. Bro, I want them to be so good. Right, it gets frustrating just knowing that even one side of the ball is bad or one coach is bad.
I thought you didn't care about this team. That's what they told me.
Oh,
well, you know what? Hey, see, I don't know why Tone been shooting at me here lately, but again,
I'm trying to figure out. This sound like a guy that's passionate about the team. I don't know. Maybe I've been lied to. Lou, you proving them wrong. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, my brother.
Yeah, man. Look, man. See, the shooting is crazy around here, man.
But I will give you 100% credit. The first half, when I was listening everything that was coming out, I was highly disappointed. I was pissed off. I was mad. And to your credit, it still doesn't override the fact that I felt like, to your credit, I felt like the Dolphins lost that practice today. Regardless of all the good that came out and what they were saying about the defense.
What did you just say?
Tua throwing 3 interceptions, huh?
What did you just say?
When right now?
You said you just feel like the Dolphins still lost this practice. Is that what you said?
That's what I feel like that.
Jess, I can't believe this man got my blood pressure right now. I feel the side of my head, my veins pulsating on the side of my head. I've been telling this dude, and now he gonna come out 20 minutes later talking about the Dolphins lost today.
But it's basically because of the offense, though. I just ain't want to. Don't leave that part out. That's the only thing that overrides it for me. I'm only thinking about 3 interceptions, Tyreek sitting on that sideline, and our offense having not been called unorganized, undisciplined. And we can't even talk about, like right now, let's be real. You don't want to hear nothing about what the defense said because how bad the reports was. And it just magnified. They did lose on 7-on-7s. They did get whooped on 1-on-1s. And now everything is magnified. But if the offense wasn't as horrific as they were today, we would have had a better attitude. We would have. But we was talking about the offensive line and problems with the youth and helping get the running game together. But all accounts, the only thing they knew how to do today was run the ball. By all accounts. And Tua, you fail? This is absolutely ridiculous. Nick Needham got an interception. I see it in the chat. But I guess we could go. Jess, I know you see what I'm saying? I know you be worried about the time, but you gauge the conversations. You know that I knew that was gonna. Now I didn't know it was gonna be that bad though. I mean, not that bad, but that mad on that side. I'm like, God, this is gonna take longer than I thought. But I guess we could get into the last topic. I guess.
What you think, John? You were going to be sitting in here fighting El Capitan? Is that what you thought?
What you thought? That revolver don't jam.
Yeah, what you thought? You was going to Michael Spinks me with Mike Tyson? Is that what you thought?
If you know, you know.
Hey.
You had to be there.
Now, you know Lou not gonna leave. Lou don't leave spaces.
Oh my gosh. No. Yo. Hey Lou, you want to know what's bad? When you told him what's gonna happen, and then we proceeded to make it happen, just like
That's
you
a
said.
fact. That's a fact.
But that boy left and went on his own channel.
Hey man, shout out to TFTG, man. Shout out to the boys
over there.
Cap,
Fact.
man.
That's a fact. But all right, Jess, I guess we're ready for the last one.
You ready? Okay, so what are you looking forward to when it comes to Sunday?
I'm not gonna lie.
What's your preseason preview? What's your breakdown that you're looking forward to?
I ain't got no breakdown. After watching this practice and seeing how pissed off they got my counterpart over here, I'm looking for straight domination. If this, first, second, third, I don't care if it was what you call it, special teams. I don't care. Punt. Our punt about to have a larger kicking average. More kicks inside the inside the 20. We about to have more return yardage. We about to have obviously more passing yardage, more receiving yardage, more running yardage, more sacks. We about to have all of the above. We got to have complete dominations, because whether I could be 100 and give you credit, I would not sit here and say that I didn't leave today after hearing everything disappointed. Clearly, I was disappointed. Clearly. And Nene, I know you said something about Mike McDaniel breaking up the fight, but Lewis don't want to hear nothing of that. Lewis ain't want to hear none of that. So we not giving credit for people, I guess, trying. But at the end of the day, I'm most definitely looking for if Tua's going to play, because I think, especially after today, he needs to play. Joe Burrow went out there and play. You want to know why Joe Burrow went out there and play? Because he said they trying to stop with they're 2-11 in the first 3 games in the 5 seasons that he's been here. He's trying to fix that. So I think Tua, take notes for a guy that put on for his team. This was horrible, my brother. You are the cause of chaos on the timeline for a joint practice. There have been complete chaos. Get it right. We don't want you here. And you're proving us right. Now, again, we always say we prefer you prove us wrong. And you know what? I want a complete dominant performance from this defense. Because Lou wasn't impressed. We want complete domination on this defense, because this is a new offense. And defense, regardless of what, should be ahead early on in the season. Because for the most part, defensive units, coverages, and packages are easier on defensive side than on offensive side. I'm sorry, but I want domination. I'm looking forward for Patrick Paul. I wanted to translate in the game, real live game speed. Hey, and you know what? If anybody in the chat, before I pass it on to my brother over here, did anybody in the chat have an update on Jonah Savaianai? I heard he was walked off practice and he hasn't been back since. So we need to see if anyone has any updates. Basically, any updates. Unfortunately, the guys that was tripping on us because we said at best we see 9 and 8. Sorry, we said we had confidence in the defense. At least I'm still, hedging to that side. Lewis is still overall disappointed. But offense, what are we doing? So I'm looking to make it plain. I'm looking for Jonah. Shout out to the producer in the back reminding me. The one physical play that happened in 11 on 11 that said, okay, cool. You want to know what got them going? Ollie Gordon running through the defense. Said he ran over two DBs that tried to tackle him to get the offense on point. And it wasn't a coincidence. Like 3 or 4 plays later is when Jalen Wright popped that long touchdown running behind Patrick Paul. It's funny how physicality and attitude could could motivate the whole team and build momentum. So I'm looking forward to the run game, the defense being dominated. Yo, did I just turn this off? That's this one. Lou.
So it's on me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want the team to be better.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. I just want them to be better. I don't want to come out and watch an opening, and I don't care if it's Tua, Zach Wilson, Quinn Ewers, who didn't throw a pass, by the way, today, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah, you know what?
For all the Quinn Ewers guys. Yeah. I don't want to have false start penalties on the opening drive like we had today. I want this team to come out, and again, bro, Tone, all I'm saying is to kind of put a stamp on what I'm trying to get accomplished here. My point. We are 4 years into our head coach, right? The team was unprepared today to show up and compete at its best, right?
Unacceptable.
And I don't want you. It's unacceptable. So, Tone, again, I'm not going to be specific players or Ollie Gordon this, and I want the team just to be better, bro. I want this team to come out and realize, right? A lot of games got played yesterday. A lot of games getting played today. A lot of games getting played tomorrow. I think Miami is 1 or 2 teams that are actually playing on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The spotlight is on you. You're the only 1 o'clock game on Sunday. All eyes will be watching, even on a preseason game. I want the Dolphins to come out, Jess and Tone, and just look respectable, right? Look like a team that is 4 years into their install versus a team that is 1 year into theirs, right? Because no matter how we paint it, the defense was great today and the offense struggled, this, that, and the third, the fact of the matter is the Dolphins should be better than the Chicago Bears. It shouldn't be close. It shouldn't be even. It shouldn't be. I'm not asking for a blowout or nothing. I don't care if the game is 10-3 at the end of it, right? But what I do want is for the Dolphins to look like at every point of the game in the preseason against the Chicago Bears, we are the more physical and dominant football team is what I want. And that's all I'm saying, bro. Today was, for me at least, today was underwhelming. It wasn't what I wanted to hear. It wasn't what I expected. I wanted more physicality, and I wanted to leave today with the sense like, oh shit, that's my squad. That's my team. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get that feeling today, bro. So it is what it is. I can't wait till Sunday to actually put my Dolphin gear back on and sit there and enjoy. Tone, I think we might be calling the game on Sunday as well.
I was going to say that we will be live calling the game here on the Blitz Pickup. So y'all make sure y'all come through watch the game with us. It'll be our first time doing it, so we're gonna get some practice running in the preseason. I would not be able to do it on the next two, so I don't know if the crew gonna want to do it like call those games, but I wanted to at least call one before we leave. He's talking about we drinking before I get up out of here. Before I get up out of here and obviously we're gonna be doing it in the regular season. We're gonna be calling the games in the regular season on the away games, maybe some home games because I don't plan on going to a lot of them home games anyways. So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in and pay attention to us. Pay attention. Come watch the content. I was trying to find another one.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. I can't wait for Sunday, 1:00. Everybody pull up. Tony just told you, man, we'll be here live calling the game, man. I can't wait, man. The one time I got to sit next to my brother in the stadium, chopping it up while the game was going, it was a good vibe. I can only imagine while we're calling the game, it's gonna be the same thing, man. So everybody that's here now, 44 of y'all watching, please pull up to the Blitz pickup on Sunday, 1 p.m. and watch the Dolphin game with us, man. It's gonna be a good time.
That's a fact. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all know when we turn up, we don't get to do all of that kind of stuff. But y'all, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Listen, I appreciate y'all like always. Every time I see the subscribers going up, I see the views going up. We got the best chat on YouTube, bar none. I don't care what no one tell you. This is the best chat on YouTube. Also, I want y'all to know, like I know y'all are real ones, right? But for the people, right, that comes out and when we criticize the team and y'all be trying to make us seem like we're just negative. Y'all just saw a heated debate about, we defending the team. Lewis is demanding more, and I was trying to give credit to the defense, right? And y'all see the passion from Lou of how disappointment. A person that do not care about the team and they're just here to be negative, they're not disappointed, even when there's good things that's out to be said. They're just gonna take it with a grain of salt. So I'm glad those type of interactions are happening to where we could organically show our passion, and then y'all will see it obviously when we call games. We are big. We probably some of the biggest fans of this team, which is why we critique them so heavily because we want them to be better. Pretty simple and plain for me. But Jess, you got anything before? Yo, stop trying to hijack my chat, man.
It's my chat.
All right, say that, man.
We're gonna have a poll of this one of these days of whose chat it is.
I don't want to be a part. No, nothing with anything.
Exactly, because you know you about to lose.
Nah, say that, man. I'm 0-2 in the polls anyway. Now I don't know about that. You got anything before we get up out of here, Jess?
See y'all Sunday.
Lou, you know what to do, my brother.
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. This was the Friday episode of the Blitz Pickup. For Jess, for Tone, for your boy, for the producer in the back. I had the revolver in my hand today because the poll don't lie. You know what the poll did today, Tone?
Hey, yo.
That's what the poll did. We out. We see y'all Monday, 7:30 is. Peace.